Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Speaks Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Came out live replays for today's card. And on today's show, I'll picture here from the NBA, 7-game card for you. Also college basketball. It's the finals week, so we have light cards here for much of the month of December. Also NHL here on the board, small card as well. And of course, guys, what we'd like you guys to do is hit that like, that subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. And give us that thumbs up. Really helps us build up our audience. Of course, we broadcast here on the simulcast, broadcasting in landscape and the vertical format. So 80% of you folks are on mobile. So if you can find our vertical format, you'll get a better viewing experience when you watch us on the vertical on your mobile device. But again, if you're on your desktop or laptop or on your iPad or any of your pads there, watch us on landscape. So we get you both formats for you there. All right, let's meet the cappers. Get right to the picks because we don't mess around here on the Tony Speaks Morning Show. Let's say hello here to Alessandro. Alessandro, what's going on?
Nothing much. Nice 3-in-1 day yesterday. Finally get back on the horse here. Just ready to get into today.
There we go there from Alessandro. Ninos, what's up?
Yeah, just 2-1 for me, but I'll take it. And unfortunately, that loss came in the NFL there. Obviously, the Falcons, just one of them other inconsistent teams. Let me down a couple times earlier, and now, of course, come back on the other side of them and get smacked that way. But, it happens. We'll look for a better weekend there in the NFL and hope to keep it rolling in basketball and hockey.
That's right. Let's say hello to DeAndre. Good morning, DeAndre. How you doing?
Good morning. Coming off a 2-2 day, I hit my football bet and I hit my best bet and I dropped my other two, but still had a profitable day, so just ready to attack the card today.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I had a best bet winner today. It was one lone play here on Atlanta Falcons. They pulled one out here against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's defense has been trash.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah, and that's really you can't trust any of those teams, but just taking the points. Kirk Cousins against a bad defense, I think he's serviceable. It wasn't the Seattle defense that was out there yesterday. So let's get to it here, guys. That was yesterday. Today is today. So let's get to the games. 7-game card from NBA. We'll do 2 blocks, 1 of 4, 1 of 3. We start with Cavs and Wizards. Cavs on the road, 14.5, total 242.5. Hawks and Pistons. It's the Detroit Pistons, 7.5, total 233. Bulls and the Hornets. Chicago road favorites of 3.5, total 231. Pacers and Sixers. Sixers at home, 6 and 5.5, total sits here at 224.5. We'll take a look at the injury reports here for this block. Hawks and Pistons. We see that Dante, Porzingis, and Young still out here for Atlanta. Just Isaiah Jones, the only injury here for Detroit. Detroit getting fairly healthy here as we come back here off a bit of a layoff. Pacers and Sixers. We see that'll be Jones, Nesmith, Shepard, Toppin. It'll be Toppin out for Indiana with Jackson questionable. On the Sixers side, no Oubre, no Salas, no Watford. Embiid and Maxey are probable. We move on over to Cleveland, Washington here. We got Allen, Merrill, Nance, and Strus out for Cleveland. On the Washington side, no Coulibaly, Kispert, Middleton, Sarr out. Branham is questionable. And then we will move on to the Bulls and Hornets. For the Bulls, Del Sonmu and Werder are out. Collins, Jones, Okoro, Smith, and White are all probable. On the Hornets side, no Ball, no Connaughton, no Mann, no Sexton, no Williams. Diabate is questionable. We get started with Alessandro.
I was liking the Hawks here, plus the 7.5. Just think they still have plenty of pieces to compete with the Pistons. We actually cashed on a +9 earlier this year against them, and similar type spot. I don't mind taking the Hawks here. Plenty of young pieces, so I like the Hawks plus the points. Was leaning honestly the Pacers plus the points. I gave out under 229 last night on the look ahead show. It's now down. I'm seeing 225.
Wow.
Just good feeling there. I do think it's going to be a defensive type game. So Indy, Philly under, I guess now 225. And Cleveland, Washington really can only look Cleveland's way here. Just a Coulibaly and Middleton, even Alex Sarr, I would have liked to see for the Wizards for me to want to back them here plus 14. I do like a double out of Evan Mobley. It is juiced now. I'm seeing minus 160. But you can take his over points and rebounds if you want. Probably better value there. But and then the final game there, Bulls and Hornets. tricky game. Ugly injury report now, really on both sides. I was seeing Ball was supposed to play last night. I still kind of like the Hornets. They still have a couple pieces left. When you look at what the Bulls are having to work with, I don't know, not in love with it. And then rumors now with possible trade, so stay away possibly.
Yeah, there's some getting closer to the trade deadline here, already into December. We did see some moves there. I think the Lakers made a move in December last year. And we saw Dallas making the move 2 years ago when they got in PJ Washington and some of the other players there. So some of these teams like to make those early moves in December. We'll see how it happens out, how it shakes out this season. Move on over to El Ninos, who's on mute.
Thanks for the reminder there. Sorry, I was typing away a little bit, and my dog was running around a little bit as well before that. But hey, a couple of dogs I like here. I'm with Al on a couple of things he said. I like the Hawks. I think they're in a good spot to cover here. Let me pull up my numbers real quick. Obviously the Pistons having a much better season when you look at the just the straight up records, 19-5 straight up, 10-2 at home. But then not so good against the spread. They're just 6-6 ATS at home. The Hawks on the other side are 10-5 on the road straight up, and 10-5 against the spread on the road as well. So I think we're getting more than enough points here to back the Hawks. Anything over 2 possessions, I'll gladly take the Hawks here. Same story with the Pacers. I kind of feel the same way there. Obviously not doing as well ATS there on the road as the Hawks are, but I still think they're getting enough points to back here against the Sixers. Moving on, Bulls Hornets. I like an under here. Bulls coming in at 12-11, the under. The Hornets 16-8, leading the league there in unders. So I like this one to be a lower scoring one. And I think that wraps it up for me. Yeah, obviously Cavs should blow out the Wizards here, but I ain't trying to lay 2 touchdowns there. So
there you go. With El Ninos, on over to DeAndre.
Yeah, looking at this Bulls and this Hornets game, I'm with Alessandro, man. I like the Hornets. They still got Miles Bridges in there, Brandon Miller in there. The Bulls are 1-9 in last 10, 1-10-1 as a favorite. The Bulls are 4-8 on the road. Hornets are 7-5 ATS. So we just seen the Hornets beat the Bulls. Let's see what this was. We just seen the let's see. This was November 28th. November 28th. Hornets was at home getting +3, and I think it's the same situation. So I'll be on the Hornets on this one.
Yeah, with DeAndre, tell you what I think about some of these games here. I like Indiana plus the points. They have covered 8 of 10 behind good shooting. Sixers have failed to cover 8 of 12. Will really struggle shooting the basketball. Boy, Indiana over their past 2 weeks hitting 49%, 39% from 3, and we're seeing the Sixers really struggling shooting the basketball over that period of time, just over 43% overall, 33% from 3. I'll look at Indiana there plus the points. Also, I'll look at the plus the points here with Atlanta. This is an Atlanta team that's 10-5 on the road with a plus 4.5 net rating. The Hawks have covered 5 of 6 with really good shooting. Detroit has failed to cover 7 of 8 with poor shooting. There, Atlanta over the past 2 weeks here shooting 48%, giving up 35%. And all of the little concern here is Pistons have been pretty healthy here. This is the healthiest they've looked here for some time, but still I'll take the points here with Atlanta. All right, let's continue here on the Tony X Morning Show. We'll close out the NBA with these final 3 on the card. Jazz and Grizzlies. Here we got Memphis here, favorite 7. There's a hook in some places, total 241.5. Nets and Mavericks. It is Dallas, 8.5, total 221.5. We close out with the Timberwolves and the Warriors. Warriors just 1.5 point favorites here. This was up 3.5. I saw a 4 last night, if I'm not mistaken. Total 230.
4.5.
Yeah, I think if when Vegas Al was doing his morning show, this might have been 3.5, maybe even 4 in some places. Let's take a look at the injury report here for this game. I think it all has to do with Anthony Edwards, in my opinion. It's Edwards here is questionable here for Minnesota. Conley here is out. For Golden State, we got Draymond Green out, Horford out. Jackson Davis is probable. Let's take a look here at Edwards' status, because this is the one I think that maybe is telling you that he may signal that he may be leaning toward playing. He's iffy here for Friday with right foot soreness. He's been off the foot for a while. These guys have been off for a while with all this NBA Cup going, but we'll see how it goes here. the line might be telling you at least that maybe Edwards will play because, like we said, we saw 3.5, 4 last night, and it's now down Warriors 1.5. So we started off here with Alessandro.
I'll actually go there to that game, then I'll get to the other ones. Minnesota, I like actually. Even with Anthony Edwards out, it would be a little bit of a struggle. They need something from Dante DiVincenzo, Terrence Shannon, and then obviously Jaden McDaniels. But the rest of these guys, they're core 5-6 guys, rotation wise, could get to 100 points. I think they have a big time size advantage, even though I do see Quentin Post in the starting lineup for the Warriors. Big wise, I just think there's an advantage with the Timberwolves side. And if Ant plays, this is a possible 40-point night here. I think he, tries to ruin the Steph comeback party here. So I like Ant on his prop. Obviously, he's questionable. I think it's a little game shenanigans here, and we'll expect the Timberwolves to get this one done here. So I like the T-Wolves. I'm on the Nets here plus the points as well. Just don't like. Michael Porter is going to have Najee Marshall guarding him. I'm seeing that. That's a big time 6'10" to 6'6" on the wing there. That's shooting over a chair for him. He's been playing out of his mind too. The last 4 or 5 games, 30 points in all of them. And then there's other young pieces around him. This Igor Dedman is starting to show up a little bit. You guys know how I feel about Tyrese Martin. It's time for him to finally have us a big night. But, Terrence, man, there's some pieces as well to compete plus 8.5. I will take with the Nets. And then I'll give you guys one more. 1 second. Jazz and Grizzlies. I'm seeing Morant now questionable, huh? Okay. I was going to give out some Cam Spencer props. At the end of the day, I just feel like this one's an overfest. A lot of young pieces between these two teams. Get up and down and run. 240 now. I saw it at 238.5, but I like the over.
There we go with Alessandro. Up over to Al Ninos.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean to the Jazz on that one. I know Morant might be back. The Grizzlies have been playing pretty well without him, so actually that might mess up the chemistry there a little bit. But either way, whether he plays or not, I think this is just a few too many points to be laying for the Grizzlies, despite how well they've been playing. And in the T-Wolves Warriors game, yeah, as you mentioned, most of the value is probably gone, but especially if Anthony Edwards gets the green light here, I'll have to be on the Wolves. Do I want to take him now or do I want to wait? I obviously haven't taken them yet, but I don't know how much longer I want to wait because all the value is disappearing pretty fast here. But again, I wouldn't mind laying a point or two with the Wolves if he's in the lineup. So might be worth the wait at this point, especially now that most of the value is gone anyway.
Yeah, and then no green there to choke out Gobert either. Remember that from a few years ago. Move on over to DeAndre.
Yeah, looking at the Mavericks versus the Brooklyn Nets, like Sandra said, man, I want to be on Brooklyn. I don't know. We're not used to seeing Dallas lay this many points. Dallas is 1-5 in the favorite role. Brooklyn has been playing better. They beat the Pelicans. They went on the road and beat the Bulls. They went on the road and beat Charlotte. I think they played that one at home. They was at home for that one. But the Brooklyn Nets been playing a little better, and I just think Dallas shouldn't be laying this many points. We've been getting Dallas as a dog, so I don't want to lay this many points with Dallas.
There we go with DeAndre. Tell you what, I think of some of these games here. I'm going to go ahead and lay it here with Memphis. I like what I've been seeing here for this Memphis team here over their past 2 weeks at 49% shooting here, giving up just 44%. So they've been showing improvement offensively and defensively. But, man, I just don't trust this Utah defense. Past 2 weeks, giving up 50% shooting, 127 points per game. They've lost 8 of 10 on the road, a minus 14.5 net rating here. Memphis is won and covered some of their past 9. We talked about the shooting and the defense. So I'll go ahead and look at Memphis there in that spot. I like the over here with the Nets and Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks have shown some good shooting form here over their past 2 weeks at 51%, 42% from three. But the defensive side, given 49% overall, I'll look for the over here. They have gone over in 5 of 6, and you look at Brooklyn on the road, giving 49% shooting, but 40% from three. I can only look here at the over in that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Six and Warren show as we'll continue on here. with the show. Actually, you know what? I'm going to look at Golden State. I'm going to go ahead and lay that short number with them. Minnesota just 7-5 on the road. You look at Timberwolves. They failed to cover 8 of 10. Defense is the issue here. Over the past 2 weeks, giving 49% shooting. One thing Warriors do is they defend very well at home. Their defensive numbers have been pretty good. So I'll look at the Warriors here at that short price. There may even money line it. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show as we turn our attention over to college basketball. Light card today. As we said, it is finals month here. So we're going to see, at least until we get into probably the last few days of December, we'll see more games coming up here as the players college kids are in finals week. So what we do this time of the year is we just ask the cappers to give us what they got in college hoops. Once we get into late December, end of December, early January, when it's strictly conference, then we'll start going to blocks. So Alessandro, college hoops today, give us what you got. All
right, 1 second, just pulling these lines up. I know the first one, Xavier, I just lay it with them. Not trying to overthink that one there. Minus 18.5, that one against Missouri State. Was thinking the same sentiment here with Queens. South Carolina State still winless. Just those two first ones I'm looking favored or pass. But I kind of like Army plus the 7. UMBC was in that Buffalo game and gave that game away. Did, play a little bit better than people were expecting. They were a dog in that game. But to lay 7 points now against Army, who hasn't looked great. Army's been getting blown out, especially when they step up in big-time competition. But this is a program they could, at least compete with here. To get 7 points, I'll take Army here plus the 7. And then Texas and UConn, I like Texas plus the 15.5. I am seeing 14s.
Yeah, it's coming down.
It just feels like a little too many points here. I just feel like Texas probably has better guard play than Florida. We just saw Florida go toe-to-toe with UConn, and I feel like Texas, like I said, the guards probably a little bit better, more experienced playing together as well. I could go Texas plus the 15. And the only other one I was looking at was that's almost the whole card, very small card today. McNeese as well, laying it with them. I just think probably head and shoulders above East Texas A&M. Just got done mollywopping Northwestern State, which is a similar type program to this East Texas A&M. This very low budget schools just trying to hang on for dear life. So give me McNeese minus 20.
There we go with Alessandro. Next up, Alaninos.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at East Tennessee State here over Austin Peay. Just a much more efficient offense and play at a much faster pace than Austin Peay do. I don't think Austin Peay will be able to keep up with them there. So I'll take East Tennessee State in that one. And the other one I was looking at was Cal Baptist, another small number there over Eastern Washington. Again, just the better team all around. Big edge on the glass there. So, and take better care of the basketball as well. So I'll lay the small number there with Cal Baptist.
There we go. Nino, it's on over DeAndre.
Yeah, I'm with Army in this one. I'm gonna take Army with the points. Army take a lot of threes, and UMBC defense is not good. UMBC turn the ball over a lot. So I don't want to lay this many points with them. And Texas versus UConn, I'm gonna take Texas. I think Texas is battle tested enough to keep this game close and cover the spread. Texas offense is good enough. They take good shots. They're a fundamental team. UConn haven't been good in the favorite ATS role. Last two times these two teams played, Texas lost by 10 and lost by 11. So I'll take Texas.
Yeah, with DeAndre, tell me what I think about these games. Yeah, I agree with Texas here plus the points. UConn just 1-5 in the spread at home this year. Longhorns have covered 5 of 8. They are a pretty good offensive team, and of course, with the coaching change there, the name escapes me right now. The new coach there, he was at Arizona, he was at Xavier. Let's see who is. Why always these names escape me here? They've been around. These guys bounce around these teams so much. There with let's see who we got here. I'll trust. Let's get that up there. Yep, it's Sean Miller. With Sean Miller there, I'll look for Texas to get better as the season has gone on. I'll take the big points here with Texas. I'm going to be button heads with El Ninos here. I'm going to here with these last two. Austin Peay for me. They've only played one D1 school at home this year, and they really pounded them. So I like the Governors here at home in this spot. You look at East Tennessee State, and their few road games have not shot well, 30% from the field, giving up 47% overall. So I'll look at Austin P. I like Eastern Washington here plus the points against Cal Baptist. Cal Baptist just 260 in the nation in effective field goal shooting, just 31% from three, 48% inside. They lack size, sitting 312th in the nation. They're not a very big team here. Eastern Washington, they have faced some pretty tough competitors this year. When you look at how they played, they lost just by 8 against Colorado in a true road game. A true road game at Utah, they lost by 6. They have wins on the road against UC Irvine and Oregon State. And I'll look at them here in this spot. They've really played only one D1 opponent at home. That's Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City. I guess they're calling themselves Kansas City now, winning 90-66. That was their only home game against a D1 school. So they really showed we got a lot of these schedules that are not really balanced home and away. And we haven't really seen Eastern Washington really flex at home. They only have one home game, and they did. They pounded Missouri, Kansas City there. So I'll look at Eastern Washington here, and we've seen that one come. There's some 3.5s popping up. There's a few 4s out there, so you better get them before if you like the dog side. All right, let's continue here on the Tony's Morning Show. So we'll turn our attention over to hockey. Light card here for today in hockey. We have Blackhawks and Blues. We see St. Louis $1.23 favorite, total of 6. Kraken and the Mammoth. Here it's the Mammoth here, $1.72, total 5.5. We get to start with Alessandro.
All right, 1 second. Honestly, I was surprised to see the Blackhawks get this price. I saw plus 125. It's dropped now, obviously plus 105. All over the Blackhawks. Just continuing to fade the Blues, and it's paid me off. So I'm not going to stop now. I'll take the Blackhawks there. And then I was looking at Mammoth in regulation, or a Mammoth -1, minus 125. I was seeing try to buy this minus 190 down. Just not looking to bet on the Kraken, not looking to bet on the Blues long term. So lean the 2 better teams here.
Yeah, with Alessandro up over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I'm butt heads on that last one. I think the value's on the Kraken in this one. Neither team playing particularly good hockey here, but the Kraken did get the job done against my Kings there in their last one, and at least they got a little bit of momentum going into this one. So I'll take that. Now, yeah, the Mammoth coming off some tough losses too there, the Panthers. But again, good game against the Panthers. Only lost that one 4-3, but just not playing good enough hockey for me to lay this number. I know I was trying to bring that juice down and at least at least not telling anyone to lay anything close to minus 200 with them. But I'll take a lean on the Kraken in that one.
Yeah, from El Ninos. All right, we got you through our sports coverage. Now it's time for our parlay purple segment, where our captain's giving a parlay, team player prop, game of the future, maybe FBS playoffs if they're following those games. There, we'll start it off here with Alessandro.
All right, real quick. It'll be Hornets on the money line. It'll be Blackhawks on the money line. There was one more NBA. We'll stop with the 2-teamer. Timberwolves, that's what it was. Timberwolves, Hornets, and Blackhawks 3-teamer.
There we go with Alessandro. Next up, we move on to El Ninos.
I'll go with the under in the Bulls Hornets, the under in the Nets Mavs, and I will take the points with the Nets, I guess.
That's with El Ninos. So I went over to DeAndre.
Got 3-teamer for y'all. Take Texas with the points, take the Hornets with the points, and take South Carolina State versus Queens with the points.
There we go here from DeAndre. Tell what I like here with my 3-teamer. I'll look with the Pacers plus the points. We'll go here with the what we had. We had the Memphis here, laying with Memphis. Also, I like the over in the Nets and the Mavericks. All right, we got you through our parlay purple segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Heading to a nice weekend of action here with, of course, we got some bowl games, Army Navy here tomorrow. We also have NFL coming up here on the big weekend. NFL, college hoops, and hockey. A lot of sports overlapping. Let's take a look and see what Alessandro has for sale right now over at Tony's Picks. Alessandro's been red hot here in the NFL. You can see 939 units of profit. This is all documented over at Tony's Picks. If you go over to our site, you'll see all these numbers documented here on the screen. Of course, Alessandro come off a monster day yesterday here. Alessandro, what do you got for sale over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, we have a underdog of the day in the NBA, so go scoop that up. I do have my NFL best bet for this Sunday already up, and then I have NBA Cup action for tomorrow already up on the site. So go scoop those up as well. We'll always suggest something long term, especially with the weekend coming here, either a 3-day, 7-day, even a 30-day pass. Get the way better value long term, and you get the updates on when you get those late steam plays that we might put in, any line moves, injury updates, etc. But use that 2-for-1 capper promotion as well. Plenty of cappers on the site doing well right now. And use the Tony T discount code at checkout. Get that 15% off. Best of luck to everybody.
That's right, guys. Yeah, boy, Alessandro over at Tony's Picks. You can see the results here from Alessandro have been strong. Here, this is all the units are based on $100 unit wager size. So get on board with Alessandro with Tony's Picks. 1-day passes up there. Remember, all of our 1-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit amount purchased is credit back to your account for site credits. That's profit guaranteed. Get on board with Alessandro or get the long-term pass. You know, Alessandro, you guys like that 3-day pass here on the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday action on that 3-day pass, and you knock that promo code to knock that $15 off when you use the promo code Tony T. You get on board with Alessandro over at Tony's Picks. All right, let's take a look, see what's rolling over at Tony's Picks. See what El Ninos has got rolling today here on the site. As El Ninos, again, has put together pretty good units here, results here from the NFL, as you can see there. So, El, what do you got for sale today over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, I got my best bet in the NBA if you want to check that out. Also have another one already loaded up if you're on a long-term pass. Should have at least a 3-pack in the NBA today. I actually like kind of like this card. And was just about to put my hockey play in. So if you want to check that out as well, or always your best way to go is getting on those long-term or 2-for-1 capper passes. Pair me up with your favorite capper and get all those team plays emailed right to you.
That's right. Get on board with Ninos over at Tony's Picks. 1-day passes up there for you right now as well. Those long-term subscriptions are the way to go. Ninos always has season passes up there. You want to get NBA, NFL, and NHL season passes, and that's your way to roll. Get on board there with El Ninos, and promo code Tony T knocks off that 15% off. All right, let's take a look, see what's rolling here with DeAndre. See DeAndre here, top amongst the leaders here for the year at Tony's Picks. He's been on a tear right now. We'll see what he has for sale right now over at Tony's Picks. Head into this Friday card. So, DeAndre, what do you got for sale?
Yeah, I got my best bet coming in today. I got a college play and I got NFL action loaded up for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to stay hot. You know, we 3-1 in our best bets. We 5-0 in our last 5 NFL plays. So I got them loaded up, ready to go for the weekend. Pair me, Alessandro, El Ninos, or one of us up for the 2-for-1 promotion deal, and use the code Tony T at checkout, man. Appreciate all the love and support.
That's right, guys. You got about DeAndre over at Tony's Picks. You see the great results for DeAndre for the year amongst the unit leaders at Tony's Picks for 2025. So get on board. The best bet on the board right now, or those long-term subscriptions is the way to go with DeAndre. And remember the promo code Tony T will knock off that 15% off. Try them out with that 3-day pass and match up with your favorite capper here with the 2-for-1 cap promotion there. Buy one, get the other at 50% off. Great value there when you just select your 2 favorite cappers here on the 2-for-1 capper promotion there. As you can see, very easy to do here with our checkout there. So get on board. All right, guys. Over at Tony's Picks, I'll have a best bet for you on the way right now. So get on board with me and then match me up with your favorite cappers at Tony's Picks. All right, guys. With you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Each time. It is the Tony's Picks morning show. So make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe. We greatly appreciate that. And, of course, if you head on over to our YouTube channel, we're going to show you what we have over on YouTube. As we've got a really great channel for you guys with lots of great content, great community here of both cappers and, of course, our folks who contribute here in the chat with you here on the channel. If you're new to us, where you've been. We have a lot of great content here on the channel. We're going to show it off for you right now over at the Tony Picks YouTube channel. You guys head on over there. You'll find a lot of great content there on the channel. And a matter of fact, you can see here when you land on our homepage, you'll be able to check out all of our compilation videos that we post for you guys. Also, our props. We got Chris in there with the prop hit list. That's ready to roll as well. NFL free picks there for you right now, as well as college football in the screen. It looks like Ramon is in action here with the FCS playoff game today. So check that out here with Ramon, FCS playoff today with Austin and Montana State. That one is up there for you right now. NBA up there rolling as well. College basketball, we got you covered here with the games up there in landscape form as well. I've got some. Ramon has got some in there as well. NHL. Ramon's got you covered in the NHL today, as well as Alessandro. So lots of great content up there as well. Fight picks will be up there when we get back to UFC action. Shorts in there, huge short category as well. So lots of great content here on the channel. Of course, Alessandro, failed to mention here, we also have the live shows here. So you can hit the live show here. We see you up there here with the Look Ahead show.
Yeah, absolutely. Every night, 9 p.m. Eastern, or 9 p.m. on the West Coast, 12 p.m. midnight on the East Coast. Just try to give you guys look ahead, thoughts about these games, get ahead of these injury reports, possible line moves, etc. If you're into that type of thing, tune in 9 p.m. West Coast here on Tony's Picks. But yeah, I'll give you guys actually a two-teamer UFC-wise. I like this UFC card, a bounce-back card that's going to be, I think, this weekend. Cezary Olszejczyk, his brother, obviously, Michael Olszejczyk. So I think making his debut here in UFC, he's got a pretty solid opponent against Cesar Almeida. I'll take him, though, as the minus 205 favorite in the first leg. And then second leg's main event, Manel Kape. Just the way more explosive, better athlete. I would actually say probably the better striker as well, even though Royval's not a bad striker. I just think this was a minus 190 open up. It's minus 300 now, I think, for good reason. Manel Kape, Cezar Olszejczyk, two-teamer is at minus 100. So basically even money. I like that a lot. But yes, tune into the Look Ahead show tonight. We will give you guys more UFC picks, and I'll break down this NFL card for Sunday as well. Look ahead for that. And then the final thing, we have a bowl game this weekend here in college football to break down, and then obviously Army-Navy. So plenty of action to get into, but check that out again on the Look Ahead show, 9 p.m. on the West Coast.
That's right, guys. Look Ahead show. Check it out here with Alessandro, midnight Eastern time. Get in front of those line moves with Alessandro on the Look Ahead show. Hit like and subscribe. Of course, El Ninos, we have you here on the morning shows. We see some content from you with shorts and the dogs. Also, you come up with some of the reels that are created from these live shows.
Yeah, as I've been mentioning, it's been more live shows than videos lately, but we'll try to get back on them. I know it's a lot of sports going on, but again, just focusing on the live shows. But again, we'll be back with the videos shortly.
There you go. And of course, DeAndre, we catch you here. You make appearances here on the morning show, and also we catch you on the Night Move show with Ramon, 3 a.m. Eastern time. That show is a complete breakdown here from all the major sports here. Really tailored to an East Coast and a European audience live, right? It's 3 a.m. Eastern time. So those folks out there in Europe, you get that your morning show. And of course, those of you in the East Coast, wake up to Night Moves and watch the replay, because that's pretty much your first rundown of all the games, whether you wake up at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, Eastern time. You're not going to see any live shows out there. Well, you got Night Moves where you can watch a complete rundown of all these games. You're a big part of that show there, DeAndre.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like I said, just thankful for the opportunity, and also another thing, after we go through the games and the segments, Mr. Tony T has a team break down our videos and get y'all the information and break it down into videos so y'all can single out which games y'all want to attack. So it's been successful. It's been a blessing, a good opportunity. So I just want to say thank y'all for all the love and the support, man. Let's make it a money-making Friday. We'll see y'all tonight.
Yeah, see you tonight there at 3 a.m. Eastern with Ramon and DeAndre on Night Boost. Of course, they'll give you a complete breakdown of the games. So check it out. You get up early there. Just watch the replay before we come on the air and get a complete rundown. Also, we clip the video so you guys can go to our video playlist and check out all the individual picks as our editing team clips them out for you there. So lots of great content on the YouTube, guys. Check it out. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. You can see our cappers contribute to the community, and we ask that all you do is support them and get their premium plays over on the site. All right, with you here every day, 9:30 a.m. each time. Hit like and subscribe. Any closing thoughts from anyone before we close it out?
Check Alessandro out, like he said, and then come over to Night Moves, man. We all a team. We all working together for you guys, putting in overtime. So y'all keep showing up, and we're gonna keep delivering, man. Thank y'all.
That's right. Appreciate it. That is well, Neil. Appreciate you with your props here on the board. Shout out to Cal Dog. I wasn't able to make the Sunday show. Hope you're still alive, but we won't talk about that if you're still alive here until Sunday. So we'll see how that rolls. Although I hope you don't have the 49ers, because that one, I'm not going to talk about it. We'll talk about it Sunday if you're still rolling. All right, there. Curry, 5+ 3-pointers today. Boy, Mandigo's going to be in action today heavily here in the props today. All right, that'll do it for the show, guys. Going to wake up. Bye, guys. You guys make it a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony 6 Morning Show.